What's up? So we is back today with another video. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about 5 different essential things that you need to know as a truck driver, or if you're thinking about becoming a truck driver.
Welcome to my life.
Thing number 1 is, if you're becoming a truck driver because you feel like wherever you're working at now, they're working you too hard, you're not making enough money, let me just say it like this. If you think that you're working too hard in your job now and you're going to become a truck driver and it's going to be less work and more money, we work 70-hour weeks, bud. You're working probably like 40, 50 hours, you know? So if you're coming out here to be a truck driver, we definitely do work as hard as you guys do, sometimes even harder. These flatbed guys, these oversized guys, they're definitely out here killing themselves every single day. So if you think you're working too much in your warehouse job, whatever, and you want to become a truck driver, instead of just leaving that warehouse job and getting your CDLs, go ahead and for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, get as much overtime as you can for 2 reasons. One, that's going to show you how long and how many hours we are actually working out here. Sometimes we're working 14-hour days. We have an 11-hour drive clock, a 14-hour shift. And sometimes you're literally up for that 14 hours. Yeah, you're not working the whole 14 hours, but it's 14 hours that you're up from the time you get up to the time you lay back down. And 2, that's also going to give you some cushion of financial money that you can have while you're in your schooling and everything. If you haven't already started saving money, because some companies might pay you to go to school, some companies might not. So you need to have extra money that you can have to make sure that all your bills are still paid and you can still get food while you're putting yourself through trucking school, or a company is putting you through trucking school if that company is not paying you while you're going to trucking school, or if you're not working while you're in trucking school. Point number 2, if you're wanting to become a trucker, you need to be able to have time management. When I say time management, you need to be one of those people, like, let's say you played a sport, let's say football, for example, because I know my football coach used to always say practice starts at 4 o'clock. If you're getting out here on the field at 4 o'clock, you're late. Go ahead and run me a lap. If your load delivers at 1 o'clock, don't get to that delivery at 1 o'clock. Don't time your day for you to get to that delivery at 1 o'clock. You need to time your day and give you some wiggle room in your day. Most people say about an hour, but really it depends where you're going. If you're going to a major city, you need to give yourself at least an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, because you never know how traffic is going to end up. You can always go ahead and get to that location and sit if you need to for at least 30 minutes. Some places go let you in an hour before, 30 minutes before. So you just do your due diligence and make sure, if you don't know about the location, if the company didn't give you a number for that location, you can always put the address into Google and it will give you all the information you need, and you can call that location and get that extra little bit of information that you might need. Tip number 3 is get you a notebook. Yes, the company might send you all the load information through the tablet or the ELD, send you an email, but get you a notebook and write down all the load information for every load that you get. This right here is my notebook. Every load that I've gotten, I write down. This is actually my second notebook, but every load that I've gotten, I write it down. So in my notebook, I'm gonna put all the information from every single load. And the reason you're gonna do this, I call this your trucker Bible. And the reason I call this your trucker Bible, because let's say your company, they didn't pay you for something, and now you're calling them and you're trying to explain to them, hey, I didn't get paid for this load. But if you have everything wrote down, you can just flip the page. All right, load number 044325 going to Atlanta, Georgia, picked up in North Carolina on the 20th at 8 a.m. and it delivered on the 21st at 9 a.m. That load, boom, it was that easy. It's gonna give them all the information that they need, because if you don't have that information, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack when you're telling the company, hey, I don't have this load, it was delivered here. they got a whole bunch of other drivers. And sometimes companies, if you don't have that information, they might act like they don't know what you're talking about. So as long as you have everything written down in this book, you have all the information that you need to make their job easier, to make sure that you're getting paid, and also to make your job easier. You can also write all this information down whenever you get to your pickup. Take the notebook in with you. Hey, what's your pickup number? Oh, my pickup number is going to be 139455. Instead of having to go to your phone, go through your emails and stuff and try to figure where it's at, you have everything written down. So this is another great tip that I would say anybody needs. New drivers, definitely, even a lot of older drivers do this. And I learned this trick right here from one of my trainers that I had when I had first started driving. He told me, get you a notebook and write everything down. And I've done that since I've been driving. And I have to say, this notebook has basically gave me a lot of money. And the reason I say gave me a lot of money is because whenever the company messes up on my check or something, I can just jump right in this notebook, give them all the information they need, and they're like, okay, we got it. And then they can put that on your next check. So make sure you got a notebook. Tip number 4 to me is make sure that you have things on the truck that you're going to need, like have food supplies and stuff. That way you don't always have to stop at the Love's or the truck stop to get food. And worst case scenario, if you break down or something and you're stranded for a couple hours, you at least have something on that truck to make sure that you can still have something on your stomach. One thing that I like to have on a truck is I like to have bread. I can make sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly. That's a great thing. Noodles, canned ravioli, just non-perishable foods. Just in case something happens, you always have food on your truck and you have something to eat. Just in case you can't make it to the truck stop, or maybe one day you hit really bad traffic and it messes your pre-plan up and you thought you was going to be able to stop at the truck stop that night, but now you're sleeping on an on-ramp or something on the side of the highway. At least you'll have something in that truck where you can have food to put in your belly for the night. And tip number 5, the most important tip to me, is make sure you get you a Love's card, a Pilot card. Any truck stop that you normally would go to, get you that rewards card, because that card will actually save you money. Yes, it's going to help the company, but also it's helping you because you're getting points every time you fuel up. You get free showers for 1, and for 2, you get points. Every time you fuel up, you get free showers, you get points. You can use those points to buy things in a truck stop that you might want or need. And let's say you want to get that fast food today, but you don't want to spend your real money. You can use those points to get your fast food that day or get something that you would need out of the truck stop. Bonus tip, without a pre-trip, you might not make it to your post-trip. Whenever we get to 220 subscribers on this channel, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. The giveaway is going to consist of an Amazon gift card. I'm going to post a video for you guys to comment on that video. Everyone that comments on that video when I hit 220 subscribers, their name will be entered into the drawing. Whoever's name is picked out, I will contact you and give you the information for the Amazon gift card. You'll have 24 hours to respond. If you do not respond within 24 hours, I would definitely have to go ahead and pick another name for that drawing.